So, good morning. So, this time we are going to have three success stories, two from Tamil Nadu and one from Maharashtra. Now, I'll request Dr. Ibrahim to briefly present the activities of Sameti.
So at the outset, I am very much pleased to extend our thanks to respected Director General Manage and Deputy Director Dr. Shalendra, Principal Coordinator of STR program, and officials from Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, for giving this opportunity to present two success stories of STRY trained youths from Tamil Nadu. I wish to say some few words about this Stamin and Samiti campus. There are two institutes functioning at the Kudumiyanmalai, Pudukkottai district. One is Stamin, that is State Agricultural Extension Management. This Stamin was started during 1975 as the Center for Giving New Entrance of the Department of Agriculture in the famous Anna Farm, which was named after great leader Anna Durai. The center was upgraded as a state-level training institute during 1981, and again it was upgraded as Stamin during 1993. In the Stamin, we are giving training to both technical and ministerial staff of Department of Agriculture exclusively. Committee was started at first at the TNAU campus also. To Kudumiyanmalai, Pudukkottai district during 2012, and it is functioning at the Stamin campus. There is no separate technical staff for Samiti. Director Stamin is the director for Director Samiti also. And the ADAs and the AOs have been debuted from Stamin to Samiti as ex officio deputy directors. All the participants very well know about the functions of Samiti. Here are some of the ongoing activities at Samiti, conducting trainings for extension and Atma functionaries, implementing schemes of DOI, manage and NAPHM, and giving consultancy for project preparation for Tamil Nadu government. In this important training to extension functionaries for the extension functionaries of Department of Agriculture and allied departments. In the COVID-19 pandemic situation, we have conducted 92 online training programs. After September, we have started physical training at the Samiti. So far, we have completed 67 batches of physical training at the Samiti, and we have trained 2,054 trainees, officials of Department of Agriculture and allied departments. Next program, implementation of the PGDM. The PGDM course was started in this campus during the year 2013, and so far, that is 2019 up to 2019-20, we have enrollment of 344 candidates in this program. Next important one, the AC program with reference to TASI. So far, up to 2019-20, 16 batches have been completed through various NTS, and 640 number of input toolers have been trained since 2015-16 to 2019-20. STRY program starting from 2017-18 to 2019-20. 110 programs were completed through various NTAs in this state. For the year 2020-21, we have been allotted 35 programs. So far, we have completed physical programs. We have completed 22 numbers. So next one is certified farm or certified livestock advisor program. In this program, up to 2020-21, 146 officials enrolled and getting training under this certified farm advisor program. It is a novel program by the manage. And another one, collaboration with the NIPX. We have started certificate course on insecticide management. We are also coordinating with this NIPHM, and we got permission and approval from NIPHM for 2 MPAs, one from FTC Ooty and another one for KVK Vagaikulam Thoothukudi. In this, among the 2 NPAs, Ooty, they have started the course. But due to Assembly Election Code of Conduct, we have to start another 2 batches from NTAs. These are all about the, some of the activities going at. So with the fund from we have renovated our Samiti with the funds available from Government of India and the state, and these are the photographs of our location. That is, and the Pudukkottai district is called a princely district in Tamil Nadu. So some of the availability as infrastructure availability in Stamin and Samiti campus, we have 4 training hall, 3 training halls at Stamin, and another one training hall at Samiti. And also we are having one conference hall with a seating capacity of 100 members. These are all the photographs for Samiti facilities. We are having Pata hall and training hall and recreation room and trainees hostel. We are going to equip all the rooms in with the air conditions. So another library, one library with good old books, more than 5,000 textbooks are available. The trainees are referring whenever they are coming for this for the institute to get training. We are also maintaining one medicine and garden for the benefit of farmers and also trainees of this institute. With regard to the accommodation, we are having 3 hostels, 2 hostels at Stamin and 1 hostel at Samiti. We can accommodate around 300 members at a time in our hostels. And for the VIPs and BCS, we are also having 2 number of guest houses also. So it is the brief account of Samiti. This is about some of these brief activities of Samiti. Now we can go for success story. So shall we call Dr. Sivaselvi to present the post-harvest processing and packaging of fruits and vegetables trained youth success story.
Good evening to one and all present here. I am Ramya Sivaselvi. I am working as subject matter specialist in Teni Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So before that, we will see about KVK activities. So KVK Teni, it was started in the year 1994, and our mandate activities we are conducting transferring and dissemination of technologies through on-farm trial, frontline method demonstrations and other extension activities. So these are the main mandate activities of KVK. So last year, in the year 2019, we have conducted skill training of rural youth on post-harvest processing and packaging of fruits and vegetables in collaboration with Samiti and Manage Hyderabad for the benefits of rural youth. So details of the program, you can see in the slide. The title of the topic already discussed, post-harvest processing and packaging of fruits and vegetables. Why we chosen the topic is because it is a very need of our majority of the farmers are cultivating. As you all know that Tain is a very horticulture district, and majority of the farmers are cultivating like grapes, banana, and tomato and other horticulture based crops. So we assist once we go for the visit, we assist and we received many feedback from the farmers. The majority of the farmers are having lot of knowledge on post harvest and value addition. Hence, it was thought of interest. We approached and we have conducted one skill training of rural program on post harvest processing and packaging of fruits and vegetables in collaboration with the management Samiti. So these are the session plan we have covered during the 6 days program, and 30% of the theory topic we have covered, and 70% of we have given hands-on training, practical experience, exposure visit we have arranged for the farmers. So these are the, you can see in the slide, these are the topics we have covered during that program. And we have arranged for the solar dryer unit and primary processing unit, which is situated within Chinnamanur block, that is comes under agriculture department, and packaging unit also they visited during that plan. Apart from that, we have given the method demonstration on development of value-added products from locally available produces, that is tomato and brinjal, grapes and banana and mango. So these are the major horticultural crops the majority of the farmers are cultivating in Theni district. So different packaging materials also explained during the program, and the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India certification procedures mandate one, because without that certification number we cannot sell our product. So we invited that food safety officer and we have given that procedures also during the program. And so apart previous slide please. And apart from that, we have given that marketing strategies also given using that marketing department. So this is details about youth covered under success story program. Her name is Bindu. Her age is 39. The education status is 8th standard only qualified, and the major work is farming work only she is doing, and major crops are cultivating by the farm entrepreneurs, tomato, brinjal, banana, paddy and bendi. So apart from that, the surrounding areas are cultivating that mango and other horticulture crops. So major enterprise activity is she's focusing value added products. That is the preparations of locally available like vattal and amchur powder, like that. So these are the major learned technologies, the skill based training program during that program. Post harvest management, that is to improve the shelf life of the product, because during the peak season the majority of the farmers are wasting their product. So hence we have given post harvest management to improve the shelf life of the product. So next one is, after improving the shelf life of product, they go for value addition technology. So using this value addition technology, they learn many value added products from local fruits and vegetables and green leafy vegetables also. And the different type of packaging also they learn, because the packaging type is a very important factor to improve the shelf life of the product. This modified packaging atmosphere, MEP packaging materials also introduced during the program, and we linked the farmer into food safety officer to get the FSI, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. And marketing, as we all know that marketing is a very big problem in all the areas. So hence we have linked the farmers into marketing department, and along with that we have linked the farmers into KVAC, that is Khadi and Village Industry Commission, Madurai, and along with that we have linked the entrepreneurs into NABARD rural mart also, because in Theni district we are having 2 rural mart. It is running under NABARD program. One is Kadamalakundu block and another one is Chinnamanur block. We have arranged the marketing linkages through online also. So the modification introduced by the rural youth based on the learning experience in the previous slide, because during the 6 days program, actually it's a very wonderful program, because it's a skill training program. One day we cannot learn all the technologies, because one day is not enough to learn the technology. That's why they have arranged for 6 days. So 6 days is a very huge period to learn all the technologies. We have given lot of technologies during that period, but they have adopted only limited technologies, because based on that, price and crop availability in their farm. So they have developed, mainly they focused first, initially they have started Lycopene Vadagam, because already you know that, because the Lycopene is nothing but it is a nutraceutical component, functional nutraceutical component present in the tomato. So they named the product as Lycopene Vadagam. So this is the first product they have developed after 1 month of the training program. So next, impact as a result of changes adapted after going the program, and afterwards little bit modified the crops and available. They have started one small value addition unit locally available produces, and also day-to-day life they are using post-harvest technologies, that is coating formulations and improve the self-level product also they are using in a day-to-day life during the peak harvest time to reduce the wastage. And they registered the product in FSI number also. The current status of that SAG is they have planning to register under MSME. So these are the product. After forming that product, they have developed one SHE, that is self-help group members, near neighbors, using the neighbors. They have developed one self-help group also they developed. So, and also, and apart from the SHE, they have linked one FIG, that is farmers interest group also they have linked into FIG, and they have developed one Amchur powder. Amchur powder is nothing but mango powder. It is rich in beta carotene. The beta carotene present in Amchur powder, that is mango. In the mango, the beta carotene value is 2,743 mg present in the Amchur powder. It will be used instead of tamarind. And also it is rich in beta carotene. We can use it for vitamin A deficiency and other purpose also we can use it. So it is a wonderful product, and they are developing that product in their particular areas. So this is the impact was created during this program, adapted the learned technologies and disseminated. This is the main heart of this their activities, and disseminated the technology to the many peoples. More than 70 peoples they have disseminated this technology, and the majority of the villages are adopting technology, and they are planning to conduct the extension unit in collaboration with the District Industries Corporation, that is DIC. And DIC also we have linked the farmers into DIC. So, and along with that, lead bank manager also we have linked the entrepreneurs to get the loan to extend the unit. So her annual turnover is 96,000. Current status is approximately per month they are earning 8,000 rupees per month earning. So this is a success story of Ms. Bindu. If you have any doubt, just thank you for the wonderful opportunity to present the success story of Ms. Bindu.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you, Dr. Ibrahim, for coordinating this entire compilation. Now, if you can just ask Dr. Ramesh to present the success story on vermicompost.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ramesh Vantriji. Now I'm trying to present Mr. Lingasagar success story on vermicompost production. All of us are very well about vermicompost. In spite of them, I'm saying some word about vermicompost. Vermicompost is a excellent nutrient-rich organic manure. Apart from that, it acts as a soil conditioner. Compared to normal soil, vermicompost having 5 times more nitrogen and 7 times more phosphorus and 11 times more potash. It is 5 times better than normal organic manure. Regarding use of vermicompost, vermicompost increases the soil moisture holding capacity. It increases the immune system of plants. It increases the quality of the product. In addition to that, it should not make any harmful effect to plant and growth, plant and soil. Vermicompost is best suited for lawn making and kitchen gardens, greenhouse agriculture, nursery pit preparation. To populate vermicompost production, we are organized one SGR training program in collaboration with the managed at Surikamati, dated March 11, 2020 to 16th March 2020. In the training, we conducted 6 days training and regarding vermicompost production. In the 5 days in the class section and 1 day exposure for vermicompost production unit. In that 5 days, we clearly explained what are all the methods to produce vermicompost and how to use the vermicompost, what are the benefits, and how to market the vermicompost clearly to the farmers. The next slide, sir. Mr. Lingesh, living in Doraikudi village, Manivanam district is one of the leading farm and agriculture district. He has having 10 acres of land. He has cultivated paddy, pulses, and vegetables and coconut trees. We informed regarding the SCR training to the farmer. His interestingly is very well attended the training. In the training, he learned vermicompost production technology and the usage of vermicompost and benefits. What are the benefits of vermicompost? What are the cost benefits? But you know very well, clearly understood that these four activities. After the completion of his training, he started to produce vermicompost in his own field. He is having 10 milk cows in his field. From that cow dung, he started to produce vermicompost. He is produced vegetable. He produced vermicompost using his vegetable crop in his field. The vegetable crop give good yield, and apart from that, good quality also. With the help of our Atma functionaries, he marketed the vermicompost used product to some nearby malls and all supermarkets. He bets good quality compared to other products. He used vermicompost in his coconut garden once in 3 months, 3 kg per tree. At the year end, coconut trees are very lush greens. There is no button setting in coconut tree. Compared to last year, yield is also very 20% yield is higher than last year. After experiencing the vermicompost benefits, the vermicompost fit to his field. After his excess usage, he sold the vermicompost in 1 kg and 2 kg and 5 kg bag to nearby fertilizer shop and nearby farmers at the rate of 10 kg per 10 rupees per kg. In that itself, we getting nearly 10,000 per month. If any volunteers come to met our institute, we recommended Mr. Lingasekar to visit Lingasekar. He motivated all of them to produce vermicompost.
So thank you very much, team Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ibrahim, Dr. Ramya, Dr. Ramesh. So they made presentation on 2 success stories, post-harvest processing, which basically was about value addition through processing and packaging, and another one was on vermicomposting. So some of the keywords that I realized emerged from the presentation. They spoke about market strategy, value addition, registration with FSSAI, and networking with other women group. So whenever means you are speaking about improving value realization by a farmer, you have to take these things into consideration. It will apply whatever area you are working, whatever enterprise you are working on. More often than not, you will find that these, and that's what the basic idea of organizing these webinars is, so that we can understand that what are those critical points that make something a success story. Here we are speaking about value addition, because you have to understand what is the scope, what actually can be done to enhance value realization. Then registration, because it is equally important to understand what environment you are operating in. If you are going something into like packaging or processing, then registration with FSSAI is must, mandatory. So what is the procedure? In that case, NTIs, these KVKs can play an important role by just facilitating these rural youth in linking with these, as was done in the success story presented by Dr. Ramya KVK Theni. Because processing is involved, packaging is involved, so they link them to local FSSAI officials how and to get the registration. Then networking is also very important. Marketing is also very important. So these are some of the keywords that emerge from these 2 success stories, and that will be, so when we are enrolling rural youth for any STRY program, we should have this in our at the back of our mind, that uh, we have to work on these aspects, whether what is the market available, what is the scope for creating additional value, what is the scope for networking, and if you are going into processing or something like that, then what is the kind of registration and other legal requirements are there? So if all these things are there in our mind, even at the time of when we are offering some training to these rural youth, we can means success stories will be created, but the only idea is can we increase the rate at which we are creating the success story. So thank you very much, team Tamil Nadu. Now I'll request Maharashtra. Maharashtra actually is going to present on organic farming, biopesticides production, and Miss A.S. Poddar from KVK Durgapur Amravati. She will be making the presentation on this success story. Miss Poddar.
Uh, Thank you, sir. Good morning to all. Sir, I am Prabhakar Shivankar, Deputy Director from Samiti, Nagpur. Samiti, Nagpur, sir, actually, it was established in 92 and it was made the apex body for training purposes in the 1998. Sir, we have got headquarters of Samiti, that is Vanamati. Vanamati means that acknowledging the rich contributions of late Shri Vasantrauji Naik, who is also known as the father of Green Revolution. It was named as Vasantrao Naik State Agriculture Extension Management Training Institute, that is Vanamati. Sir, Vanamati, our state is having another 7 regional training institutes that are Rametis at various divisional places: Nagpur, Amravati, Nashik, Pune, Thane, Khopoli, Kolhapur, and Aurangabad. Sir, our training institute is fully equipped with training halls, auditorium, canteen, hostels, and we have been imparting training for class 1 and class 2 officers of agriculture and allied department officers. Also, it acts as a state under state training policy. We have been arranging trainings for all officers throughout the year. Also, under comprehensive training program for MPSC past officers, we are arranging training programs for 2 years. It is now actually in the pandemic time, we have been arranging online trainings, but in common, we our institute is fully engaged in training programs. Sir, actually, we have been also nodal training institute for state of Maharashtra in DESI program, STRY, PGTM, INM, and certificate program in pesticide handling. Sir, in the last 2 years, we have completed 60 training programs under STRY, and KVK Durgapur, that is located in Amravati district of Maharashtra. It is also a very active partner arranging trainings for farmers and youths. Sir, today's presentation is on organic farming, production of biopesticide by KVK Durgapur. I request Ms. Ashwini Poddar, madam, to present the STRY program. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. During last year, on 24th February to 1 of March, we have conducted the training on organic farming for production of biopesticide. As we commercially produce the trichoderma here in our NTI. These are the 24 session plan we have completed in brief. as introduction of biocontrol agents, then fungal biocontrol, types of biocontrol agents. Likewise, which green fungus, white fungus, mode of action. All this topic we have covered under this training. In this training, we conducted on theory and practical on production of trichoderma, how trichoderma prepared and how it is applied, and how disease intensity or disease infection can reduce by application of trichoderma. Trichoderma is the best biofungicide against chemical fungicide. We have deliver lectures on importance of biocontrol. As 5 to 10% people knows about the biocontrol agent, mm, somewhat beneficial. Biocontrol agent like Beauveria bassiana verticillium and Trichoderma, different species. How to inoculate white fungus, how to inoculate green fungus. All these covered under theory and practical. In this training, we have also conducted entomopathogenic nematodes also, uh, and Trichoderma rearing, Forcera rearing. In our state, in area of Santra cultivators, there is a problem of white grubs, major problem of white grubs. So we have prepared them for how to produce Forcera, how to rear Forcera and Trichogramma, as these are the entomopathogenic insect और जो पैथोजेंस है, वो सब हमने उनको सिखाया है कैसे बनाना है, रेयरिंग कैसे करना है, कमर्शियल लेवल के लिए वो सब उसमें कवर किया है. Nematodes are one of the best use against white grubs in for santra growers or santra. Processing and packaging also we have trained them for processing and packaging of trichoderma, how to prepare trichoderma in powder form, and packaging and practices for application of trichoderma. These are the expert trainers in our NTS or in Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Here is the participant which Kisan Rao Khade. He is a diploma in agriculture. He has a land of 25 acres in irrigated or irrigation. He takes food grains of 20 acres, vegetables in 2 acres, oil seeds 20 acres, and other 3 acres. He is the best grower of this area. Participants give their feedback for major learning. They learn from this training importance of bioagents, as people doesn't know the importance of bioagent, how to inoculate, how to apply, and what is the result. Bioagent gets the slow and steady result. So mentality of the farmers is how fast they want fast result. But bioagent give good result. We have told them these are the best bioagents. How bioagents maintain the climatic balance. Bioagents are useful to reduce global warming. Use of bioagents to reduce the cost of cultivation. As spraying, cost of spraying get reduced by use of bioagents. How bioagents are helpful in increasing yield. As grains and germination, grain yield and germination increases by using the bioagents other than chemical fungicides. The modification introduced by the protagonist, practical demonstration for better knowledge. They want more and more practical demonstration other than theory. Skill for mass multiplication on field level, not on laboratory level. Actual use in the field and observation by experts. Selection of use from one village instead of different villages, so as to arrange the estimate. These are the best modification. Selection of youth from one village, as one group will modify the other people in villages. So these are the best modification. impact. Impact as those people who have used the bioagents like trichoderma during the sowing for seed sowing application. They get the more than germination as without using, as there is increase in the yield, as the germination increase, then yield also indirectly increases. Soil texture becomes better than use of chemical fungicide. By using bioagents, we can improve our soil texture. As the chemical fungicide gets bad result on soil texture, so and it is the fungus becomes susceptible for chemical fungicide. So bioagents remains there for 6 months. So we can use bioagents as in less amount of rupees. These are our training conducted by photographs during the training as field visit and preparation, demonstration, and processing and packaging of trichoderma. As youth are very interesting in all this training, other than the people more than 35 age of years. So I suggest please select a youth for this training next time. This is a chickpea crop. Here is a way you can see the more and more pods on this plant. As this is the result of the use of bioagents. He is a participant Pawan Kisanrao Khade. He has used the bioagents in a chickpea crop during this last year, and he gets better and better yield of chickpea. And there is a wilt complex in chickpea. They can reduce. Observe less disease infection. Farmer get influenced by watching the yield and germination percent.
So thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, Shivankarji, for sharing the activities of Banamati and also Madam Poddar for sharing the success story on organic farming, production of biopesticides. Now I'll request Sanjay Kelikarji from Ministry of Agriculture if he can just share his observation, share some concluding remarks. Dr. Sanjay Kelikar.
Good morning to everybody.
Yeah, namaskar.
Namaskar. So good morning again, and I'm very thankful to manage team Shailendraji for conducting this series of webinar. This is the second month. Last month, first webinar was conducted, and I'm very happy that 147 participants from different states are being present here in this webinar. The idea behind this webinar is that from last 4 to 5 years, from 2015, we are conducting these skill training programs. This is a short-term 6 days training program, and we are imparting skill to the rural youth and farmers at his doorsteps, that at district level or where the facility center is there. And I'm very happy that Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, and other samitis are also working very well in this line. Today, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra has presented the success stories. I'm very happy that both the KVKs from Tamil Nadu has presented very good success story, and achievements of that farmer, a lady farmer or a male farmer who has received skills for self-employment as well as wage employment. As Shailendraji stated that they have given the format. The purpose of the format is that it should be the uniformity among all the success stories. I want to tell you that as our government of India is celebrating Bharat Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of independence of India, in which we are going to present a book of success stories of skill trained rural youth. So my request to all the samitis who will participate in these skill training programs, all KVKs, our expectation that every state should present 5 success stories for the skill training program, and out of 5, there should be one female success story. So in this way, we are going to publish a book of success stories. Today's success stories of that post-harvest production. I'm very happy that Theni KVK has presented very good success story, very excellent reviews, very excellent remarks by the trained person. The highlight should be as the format is given. The format is already included the economic benefit of the farmer. So it should be highlighted that how much economic benefit the trained farmer, trained youth is getting. Then adoption. Important is that not only one person who has benefited the training, but in his vicinity, in his local village, how many persons they have adopted his skills for their self or wage employment. I'm very thankful to Maharashtra also, Amravati KVK. They have presented the bioproduction, the need. Now you might be hearing that our Prime Minister's goal is this vocal to local. So instead of going to the imported material, the vocal to local is very important. So bioproduction, bioagent production is very important at the village level, and it also saves the economy, nature, environment, all the things they have mentioned in the KVK Amravati has mentioned very well in their success stories. I'm very happy that at every level, last webinar also, there was a good participation. In this webinar also, more than 147 participants from the different states have participated. We will continue this webinar program for the skill training rural youth, also for DC program, and then the components, the schemes which Government of India is implementing for the farmers, rural youth, input dealers. So again, my request is to all the states who are going to participate that at least every state should prepare a good and very excellent success stories of 5 skill trained farmers, out of which at least one should be the female farmer, so that we will compile very good, excellent book at when it is in the coming months around July, August, after July, August. So my request again that all the Samitis, KVKs should participate in this series of webinars, and we will share. I'm very happy that Tamil Nadu, I visited many of the Samitis in the country, but I could not visit Samiti Tamil Nadu. So definitely today I have seen this infrastructure of Tamil Nadu. Due to pandemic, there was a problem, but they have completed 90 training programs in Tamil Nadu. I'm very happy that Tamil Nadu Samiti is conducting very enhancing the training to the rural youth, farmers, and their staff. Thank you very much to all again. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words, for your time, and also sharing about the plan of the ministry to come out with a publication, which basically is the compilation of 75 STRY success story. And I'm quite sure that compiling 75 success stories will not be a difficult task, because now we are organizing this program for last 5 years, and I think more than 23,000 rural youth we have trained under this component of STRY, and out of those 23, it's just a matter of compilation of those 75. Otherwise, I'm quite sure, though we have not made any deliberate effort, but there will be many success stories created under this component STRY. Thank you very much, sir.